To me, coming to culinary school was really like finally finding the thing that I knew I wanted to be part of. My culinary school experience was really very positive. It allowed me to sort of find my lane, find my people. I loved donning my uniform and sitting down to learn a lesson and then letting it come to life in 3 dimensions by being able to cook what I've learned and then taste it, of course. And I feel like my sort of horizons expanded so much from that experience. I took away a million things that I use every day, not just the basis of cooking, but working in a group, my knife skills, obviously, and my understanding of the history of the culinary world, which I think is really important. I chose ICE specifically because I wanted to go to culinary school in the heart of New York. I thought that was such a big part of the experience of navigating New York City, to me at the time, and still is in many ways, the epicenter of the culinary world in America. And I just loved that I could be in the heart of the action. Culinary school is important when you work in the food media. I'm not saying that it is the only path, but I do think that it provides a foundation, like a fundamental understanding of the greater worlds of food. It helps to position you and your perspective so that you can then speak the language of food and write about it with better authority. ICE has created a workforce for New York City and beyond. I also think that it has created this incredible sense of trust with the culinary community, not only because of the amazing amount of alumni who've come from the school, but as, because it has such a solid reputation, chefs at all levels and in all places around the country respect and admire graduates and trust that if they've gone through this program, they know what they're doing. I think everyone needs to figure out how to find their voice. You can't try to be anyone else. You can't replicate someone else's career because your set of circumstances are particular to you. You come to the table, pun intended, with your own history, with your own background. Figuring out your own point of view, what sets you apart and allows you to speak authentically is the path forward for you individually and how to make your mark on the food media. What I love about my specific job is that no 2 work days are alike. I spend several months of my year on a television set. I spend several months a year in my home kitchen, cooking, developing recipes. I spend many hours in front of my computer, writing. I do appearances all over the country. I give a lot of talks. I cook at a lot of festivals and events. And now a lot of my job is actually on the other side of the camera, which is producing television. So I'm proud that my career has set examples for the students here. It wasn't necessarily a career that I intended, and that's what's made it so invigorating to come back and be able to see my face on the wall or speak to a group of students about my culinary journey and hope to inspire and mentor them, I think is really special. And I'm happy to give back to a place that was such a foundational part of my journey.